What's going on? So I give a shout out to Two Raw Sports because he mentioned he said about who had a harder path to to winning the championship out of LeBron and Michael Jordan. And I want to do my own take because I thought about the context of it, and I applaud people who fellow basketball minds and people talking. I always loathe to hear these two being put together because there's no comparison. And no matter how they LeBron it up, it's not a comparison at all. LeBron stuff has been self-generated. It's like an AI robot. Let's see if we can make something stick. But let me get to this real quick. Just address this real quick. The harder journey is clearly Michael Jordan. And I'm gonna tell it like this. Call it old school, call it stuck in your ways. It's no up for discussion. LeBron James would have never gotten by the bad boy Detroit Pistons. Never. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm one of the few people that you're gonna find on these YouTube streets who defend the Detroit Pistons. And I do defend Isaiah Thomas because I think he doesn't get his just due. Now, was he as talented, great as the players, Jordan or Larry Bird or Magic? Probably not in that capacity. Because they were more, it's another level. But don't act like he was some cat that just kind of got lucky and went to three straight finals and back to back final chips and won a finals MVP. Don't act like he was just somebody who just got lucked out. The guy could flat out play. I tell all the time, he was part of the highest scoring game ever in league history when they beat the Denver Nuggets in triple overtime, 184, 183. I remember that game. And what I'm gonna tell you something about this, he would fit scary in today's game. Remember, he changed his whole shtick from being a high scorer to being one of the bad boys, and they went down from scoring. They ain't let that sink in. Less than 5 years, you was going up from throwing up 180 points in a game to probably like low 100s or the 90s or something. Changed your course. People could do that. But the bottom line is LeBron would have never gotten past the bad boy Pistons because it wasn't as skilled as Michael Jordan. Let me look at LeBron's flip before he got his chip. Flip before you get your chip. Lost in '09 to Orlando to Dwight Howard, who played his best ball. But that team wasn't that special. They got 8 up in the finals against the Lakers. They weren't that special. I know Jameer Nelson and Turkoglu and all that, but they weren't Stan Van Gundy. Remember, I told you, and you seen his track record as a head coach. I don't have to say no more about that. I like Stan already great as a commentator, but his head coaching, he didn't quite get it. And Lord knows he had some opportunities with Shaq and D Wade and Dwight in Orlando. Just didn't happen. Then we get to Boston the next year where they lost. And his owner, Dan Gilbert, says he quit on the team, which ran him out of Cleveland. You ain't never heard no owner ever say, Jerry Reinsdorf was funny when Michael Jordan didn't want to pay him his money, but he never said the man shortchanged him effort. Never. Lost that series to Boston. Goes to Miami, tries to play tough guy villain. Loses to Dallas, gets outplayed by J.J. Barrera. Gets held to single digits. You know how special it is to him to always score 10? Yeah. How'd it turn out? 3 straight episodes. Now, let me ask you something. Orlando Magic, the Boston Celtics of 2010, and then the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. Which one of those 3 teams is beating Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Piston Bad Boys? Do tell me. I'm listening. That ain't going to happen. Now, granted, Jordan was getting beat up and clobbered by them Pistons. They changed the rules. And I know people going to come at me and say, well, the New York Knicks was tough. They were tough, but they didn't have no Isaiah Thomas. Michael Jordan never went against another point guard that was Isaiah Thomas level. That includes John Stockton in those finals twice, Mark Jackson in the Eastern Conference in 98. You could throw Gary Payton in if you want to. Throw Terry Porter if you want to, Kevin Johnson. Once he got past Isaiah and the Pistons, it was smooth sailing. I'm keeping it 100. And I know good and well there ain't no way in the world LeBron James would have made, you asked for the harder road, you don't understand how tough those Pistons were. They went to 3 straight finals, 1, 2 in a row. Who has LeBron James had to go through in the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference that was that much of a fight and a battle? Do tell me. Do tell. He never had that kind of battle because he was always front running with the right team at the right place at the right time. He never had to go through that. You can't name that team. You can't name it. He never would have made it through Isaiah and them. Now, He'll be always, of course, more decorated. And of course, Isaiah sings his praises. But if you're talking mental toughness and aptitude, LeBron couldn't see no Isaiah Thomas. Ain't no way in the world he would have gone through that. But I tell you this much: Michael Jordan would have figured out not to be on the losing end against Tim Duncan and the Spurs as much, Steph Curry and the Golden State as much. He'd have figured it out. And if Jordan was able-minded and body-minded, do you think he'd be stuck in a playing tournament and with a token in-season pennant trophy? I don't think so. But I saw what the roads was like. And I saw the roads were like. Jordan went through a lot tougher because you had to beat a dynasty and a team that had a reputation and had one of the greatest players ever, period, who was a trailblazer in his own way, because Isaiah Thomas don't get his due. Champion in college and the pros. They didn't win with LeBron James. They thought they had to come up with the Jordan rules to change the rules with that. They'd have had to like put a pillow cushion, a mattress, an air spring mattress, and a whirlpool out there with the beating he would have taken against them bad boys. Yeah. Don't let the smile Isaiah and them fool you. They gave Jordan the blues. And Jordan was rewarded for it because it made him work hard and toughen up. What do you think LeBron would have done? He would have folded like a cookout chair. You know it. He'd have been crying to have him, so please, he hurt me. Isaiah's too mean. How much you want, or tried to get on the team. Think about it. That is the common denominator. No one talks about Isaiah and the Detroit Pistons. I'm telling you. All right, I'm through talking. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share it if you like. I'm out. Peace.